Hey everybody, welcome back. Woo! Well, altcoin season, just the beginning, is it? Looks like it. So let's go. HEX, PulseX, Pulse, Incentive, pDAI, pMKR, Shogun, XEN, and Moon Party. We're going to talk about it all today. Hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Get in the chat, make it lively. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels: HEX Token channel, Superman Crypto, and Pulse Chain X. Over 10,500 awesome subscribers. So join the family, as it were. If you haven't joined our Discord, links in the video description. It's a private Discord, Pulse Chain and HEX, and it's $5 a month. So just a cup of coffee. If you want to get to our strategy club, we're constantly pumping in through Intel through there. That's $35 a month. So join up with the link in the video description. So that's pretty much it. The socials out of the way. Let's get into the crypto and say hello to a few people in the chat. They've got lives beneath. Hello, how are you today? Very, very good. And of course, it's super sunny outside again. We've had day after day of beautiful sunny weather. I know it's very snowy up north there, but we've got some pretty perfect weather down here. HEX, PulseX is center for the win, 100%. That is the maxi golden strategy, or as we like to say, the magic carpet ride. It is looking good. Big shout out to you lives beneath, bringing the alpha. Crypto Wally in the house there. Hola chicos. What a few wonderful days. Absolutely. That's a really good summation of what's been going on, that's for sure. All right, I'm having a bit of a delay in some of the comments coming through, so I'll have to wait for those to feed through. So let's get into it without further ado. Let's get into the stock market to kick it off. We've got some big news around the SEC, so we'll talk about that too. All right, let's get into it, and let's see what's happened there. So the S&P 500, the NASDAQ there, is NASDAQ hits record highs for the third straight day as the tech sector shines. Isn't that cool? That's pretty amazing. Let's have a look at the results. The Dow Jones is up 0.7%, 308 points to 45,000. I'm going to say that again, 45,000. Look at the chart. There's a chart there. Look at that, max record highs. Look at that thing. Incredible. S&P 500 up 0.6%, 36 points to 6,086. And the NASDAQ, with all the tech companies in it, up 1.3%, 251 points to 19,732. Look at that. And of course, heading towards 20,000 OMG. So the stock market's having a good time. What does that mean? The wealth effect, right? The wealth effect is in play, and of course, good momentum there. Spill over to crypto, right? Spill over to crypto. The dollar at the moment, 106.34, still holding up pretty incredibly. Is the dollar pretty strong on the Trump bounce, I guess. Let's have a look at the commodities. We've got West Texas at $68, Brent oil at 72, despite Middle East and of course Ukraine-Russia issues. The oil's not too bad at all. We got the gold price at 2,673, and we got silver at $31.83. They kind of seem like they're a bit flat, don't they? A bit flat. Let's have a look at the gold chart. Yeah, just a little bit off the top there. And silver, of course, hasn't reached its previous high, but it's still very high at the moment at 31. But will it get to the $75 to $125? That US dollar is looking very strong. And of course, Trump has, said that if you don't back the US dollar, you get big tariffs. Big tariffs. We love the big tariff play there. We got the alpha back in the room there. The West has got a strong leader coming in. Man, oh man, what a relief. Weak leaders mean disaster, and we are good to see a strong leader coming in. That's going to be good. Now let's have a look at the interest rates. It looks like we're still in a good position for that interest rate cut coming up in a week or two on December the 18th. So the market is bullish on that. We had Fed Chair Jerome Powell said the Fed can be a little bit more cautious in their approach. We can afford to be a little bit more cautious as we try to find a neutral rate, whatever that is. They make up their neutral rate. And of course, still looks pretty positive for another interest rate cut there. Now we did have private payrolls came in at 146,000 last month. Remember, it was revised downward in October from 184,000. And of course, economists had predicted 166,000. The good news about that, it is in the Goldilocks nature of the zone there. 146,000 jobs, a good number, meaning that the Fed won't necessarily ease the interest rate cuts here. So that's all the good news there at the moment. So let's have a quick look to wrap out our stock market and economic news. Let's look at the Fed rate monitor and have a quick check of that. There we go. 1 week and 6 hours and 20 minutes. 6 days and 20 hours to go. 18th of December is the last meeting. 81% expecting an interest rate cut of 25 basis points. That's 0.25%. That would get us down to 4.5% of federal funds rate. That would end up being 1% off the terminal rate at 5.5, getting down to 4.5. So that's a good little easing there. As I say, good news because it makes money cheaper, and it also means that people have to seek out riskier assets to get better returns. So that's kind of the summation there, looking pretty good. All right, still haven't got my comments in through. Let me know if the stream is coming through here. We're up to the crypto market. So let's go there. Can everyone see the crypto Bitcoin chart there? Because I'm having a few issues here on the internet side for some reason, but it looks okay. Yeah, the comments are not coming through at the moment, so I can't highlight any of your comments. What did I get up to? I got up to Crypto Wally there, so it's a little bit back up the top. It looks like the last half an hour I've been able to get any feed through there. All right, so let us know in the chat there if you can see the crypto chart. That'd be very helpful just to make sure that everything is feeding through. Let's go. So we've got Bitcoin at the moment, 98,500 and 98,568, up 2.6%, looking pretty good. The Bitcoin dominance down at 53%. That's the one we've been looking for altcoin season. Let's have a look at the. Let me just scroll back up here. I've got to refresh this page. We've got Ethereum at the moment. We've got Ethereum at 3,850. So Ethereum is finally starting to move up 6%, looking pretty good, right? XRP is down 8.5%, funnily enough, at $2.38. Solana down 3%, $2.28 there. ADA down 2.4% at $1.18. BNB down 0.5% there, $731. Tron down 10.7% at 33 cents. So down there at the moment. So obviously XRP's had quite the tear on their ETF news. And looking, this is where it is. Bit of a profit taking there. Ethereum though taking the lead, up 6%, 3,850. So pretty good. Right, let's go back to Bitcoin here on our chart. This is our forecast chart. Look at it. It's like beautiful, isn't it? Going so well. Still in the golden cross and consolidating in this nice little zone. That's where our target was. We got there early, of course. But now we're sitting right in that 90 to 100K zone there, 90 to 100K. And we've even got the second half of December, just a Christmas rally, really, potentially up to 120K. So let's see if we can hit that as well. Leading in, of course, we're getting closer to the Trump thing there. We already see the Democrats and Deep State trying to sabotage Trump's incoming presidency. We saw that with Ukraine with long-range ballistic missiles trying to cause some sort of World War III catastrophe. We saw that recently, was it yesterday? I think it was with allowing federal employees to contract them into working from home to make it difficult for the Dodge to get rid of them and to get rid of the Deep State. So we're already seeing massive plays there. So it's going to be fun to see where that heads once Trump gets in there. Obviously, they're going to find their own avenues for reversing some of those sabotages. But hey, look, there'll be a lot more before they get in there. We already see the EPA already trying to dump billions of dollars into NGOs, part of the climate change and all the rest of the other nonsense that they've been pushing. So yeah, it's the warfare is real, folks. The warfare is real. All right, let's see where we're going here. So we've got 47 days till Trump gets in, and more FOMO, more bullishness. Let's bring it on. I'm excited about that. And then, of course, maybe the top of the market for the first cycle, at least March there, 150 to 180K and possibly 240. Might have a double top there towards the end of the year as well. So looking forward to that. Maybe October, something like that. We'll see where that goes. But we have got the perfect lineup, the golden lineup for crypto. And man, it is going to be fun. Altcoin season in play. Let's have a look at Bitcoin halving here. So we've been looking for these previous halvings, right? So this is 2012, this is 2016, this is 2020. We've got the banana part. That's where the big crypto rally is in play. That's when mad gains are made, right? These parts here. And of course, we're just seeing it starting up now after 2024 halving, just starting. So exciting times ahead, folks. Exciting times. And let's have a look at the Bitcoin. Remember, it was negative last time we looked at this. It is now, the 4th of December, 5th here down under, and we're now in the green. We're at negative 1 point something %, I think it was, first day or two. We're now positive 2.4%. What have we had in previous times? Well, 47%, 12% last year. We've had 38%. So let's see if we can get a good 30% plus month in for December for that Christmas rally. Looking exciting about that. All right, let's go. All right, so the other one, of course, Bitcoin market dominance. Previous bull market here, look, we got really high. We got up to 73%. I just don't know whether we're going to repeat that, right? Because we've already got up to 61, 65%. We've got a whole ton more cryptos around than we did back then, from thousands to millions. I don't know how many cryptos. It seems like this forever. Maybe let's say tens of thousands, hundred thousands. And here we are already at. Did we peak out at 61? Is that the turning point for altcoin season? Because yeah, man, it's looks like it's just starting, doesn't it? A little bit early to tell here. We got the moving average at 53%. We're still above that, so let's see if we can breach that to get some real altcoin season magic happening. Let us know in the chat there what you think about that. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Well, here we go, folks. This is the daily. Look at it. We bounced from 3,619. Look at that, 3,867. What a big move there. We got a golden cross, so we knew we were in good territory back here on the 21st of November. We had the golden cross there. That's the 50-day over the 200-day, yellow over the blue. And we are up here at the moment, 3,865. So looking very, very good. Remember, our previous high was 4,100. And previous all-time high was 4,900. So we haven't even got close to that. Our previous one was 4,100 there. So let's see where we go from there too. Kind of cool. Just one moment. I just got the deal or something. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back. There we go. And I just realized we got a circle on the side there. How about that? Where'd that come from? All right, so look at that. Altcoin season 86. So we had that nice confirmation there. Is everyone happy? So just the beginning, no doubt. So fun times ahead. That's all we're going to say. Fun times ahead. Now I haven't got the comments coming through my studio. So hopefully everything is going well. Let me know. You can see the altcoin season chart. No one's responded to anything. You guys listening? You guys out there? I definitely got everything kind of working, but can't see. So let me know. Yeah, altcoin season in play. Looking good. Let's have a go. We're going to go into Pulse Chain. Before we do that, though, let's catch up and hopefully, I don't know why this is not bringing up the comments. Oh, there we go. I've got the comments now. Yay! It just got reset there. I just had to swap my tabs over. Let's see who's done here. We've got Brennan House there. Howdy, suit man. Hope you're doing well there, Brennan. Looking good. Let's bring that in. I've got some good news here. Man, we're just full of good news at the moment. Isn't that crazy? All right, let's go here. We got welcome Peter Atkins to making a crypto great again. Hey, that's true. Nice one, Brennan. HEX down under. Have a beautiful day, suit man. Off to harvest to try to get more coins. Nice. Hey, look, I really do enjoy harvest videos. I watch those all the time. Watching harvest videos. I know, it's a little different. Crypto Fury in house there. Hello. Good to see you. Yeah. Hey, looking forward to Mafia. Crypto Fury crushing it out there in the Mafia. And I'm on it now on Telegram. Did you guys know I'm on Telegram now? Superman Crypto 8. Superman Crypto 8 on Telegram. You can see me in the. I'm in a few Telegrams. Still got a few more to join. But man, it is crazy spam over there and scammers, right? You got to be real careful over there. That's all I can say. Straight away, first day, scammers. Straight away I saw scammers in chats and DMs. How about that? Straight away, first day. Kiro Kazi says, Miss Chief New Zealand, a Kiro to you. And of course, Brendan says pDAI breaking out incoming. Oh, well, like that. pDAI, please, let's go, says XViddy. Yeah, there's a lot into the pDAI. We're going to talk about that today. Hey, gang, Hexcavator in house. Titan X family in house too. No spoon. No spoon. Who else has jumped in here? Was that a car horn, says Brendan? Yeah, it was a car horn, actually. It was like beep, beep. And I think it was for me, so I had to go answer it. I'll DM you in Discord, says Brent. You do that. You do that. I haven't got Discord open at the moment, though. Good evening, Token and Directorate family, says Ben. Hey, Ben, always good. Big shout out to you from the Consigliere to the Directorate families. That map is getting ever so closer. All right, let's get into it, folks. Let's go to Pulse Chain. We've got Pulse Chain next, HEX, Pulse in the Signum. We're going to talk about pDAI, pMKR as well. So stay tuned for that as the next topic. So let's get into it. And without further ado, enough of seeing my face. Let's get into it. Day 572. We've got Pulse Chain at the moment, quadruple 0821, up 5.5%. 82% now of the mean sacrifice price. We're getting there, folks. Back to parity. And of course, we've got PulseX there at quadruple 0583, up 7.27%. That is now at 58% of the mean sacrifice price. So still a lot of upside on the PulseX, tons on PulseX upside. The buy and burn at the moment is 1,117 billion. That is now 5.58% of the total public supply is now being bought up and burned, ticking away there in the background for PulseX. Incentive token is $3.98, almost $4. The ratio is 48,520 pulse per one incentive, 6.7% gain today. How's that sitting? That's sitting at number 3 at the moment. And what else we got there? We've got the HEX price, 2.79 cents at the moment. So let's just say 2.8 cents, up 11.5%. One HEX, pHEX will get you 340 pulse, and eHEX at the moment at half a penny exactly. Combined price of eHEX and pHEX at 3.29 cents. So let's just say 3.3 cents to round it up. So HEX is looking ready to go for the next level. The next level is really the runaway level, isn't it? So we've had two little waves. The next wave is really runaway for HEX. So if you haven't packed your bags for HEX, it's about to go. Let's say we've got altcoin season start there. Everything's looking pretty good. Now let's jump over to a few of the other charts before we get into Richard Hart. We got 638,000 beats at the moment, so it's really come off. We've had some high grade. Look at that zigzaggy. We've had millions of beats up here. Some of these beats are up at like 9-10 million beats. That's very expensive on the PulseX, relatively speaking. We're down at 2 cents at the moment, but we've been well over 10 cents for a PulseX swap. 23 Gwei on Ethereum at the moment with Ethereum pumping. Almost 17 times cheaper than Ethereum, though, even with Gwei at 600,000 beats. Remember, we used to sit around 200,000 beats. That kind of was a good price. And it was subpar 1 cent, so it was a good place to be. Let's go to validators. We've got 48,742 validators at the moment. Obviously, that's going to get more expensive to be a validator unless you get those NFTs to validate. The bridge at the moment, this is what we're looking at. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. $156.3 million. It is getting there, folks. Honestly, this is currently, 9 figures? Wait till it gets to 10 figures. Did I say that? 10 figures? Yeah, I did. All right, 10 figures. Wait till that. So, we're watching this. It's going to be pretty fun. Some magic's going to happen here, I'm sure. We've got pDAI almost at $14 million. Look at that. It's pretty much there. Pretty crazy. eHEX at the moment, 35 million. Obviously, eHEX at half a penny. We got, what else we got there? Coast at 6.6 million. Pretty similar to the other day. We've got ETH obviously going up a lot now, 34.6 million. And the wrap Bitcoin sitting there at 2.4 million as well. What will happen to that in the future? That's a good question. Let's jump away there to Richard Hart. Richard Hart posted this out about almost a day ago, currently within the 24-hour period, just saying that HEX was up 25% at 2.87 cents. Obviously, it's come back a little bit from there, but HEX is well aware of, Richard is well aware of where things are going. Speaking of Richard Hart and the Magic Carpet Ride, we're going to talk about the pDAI Maker Theory today. But we've also got the Magic Carpet Ride at Ethereum for the sacrifices. It is now in the money. Yeah, in the money. It's been out of the money for a while. You see it, out of the money. Look at that big dip there. It's out of the money. But it is now in the money by 13.8 million. Only up 2% on the price. So the DCA entry price was $3,773. Current price $3,854. We're up 2%, 13.8 million. How funny things turn around. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. there. So let's see where it will go from here. Going to be a lot of fun. So that's the Magic Cup Ride money looking pretty good, 660 mil. Now let's get into the Pulse chain overall, 85.5 million in 24-hour volume. So looking really strong as old Pulse chain. Going to start to enjoy. I think we're going to start to enjoy $100 million days for quite a lot. So it's going to be fun to see that. 529,000 transactions in the last 24 hours. So that's that's probably up about 60% of what we used to get, 300,000 or so. So that's pretty good, maybe 70%. Now the top performer at the moment is PZ. Now I'm not endorsing any of these particular tokens. That's just the list of what's trending in the last 6 hours. So we've got PZ there up 41,000, depending on which pair you're looking at. PZ Pulse chain. And of course we've got Stake ETH has made a big move. We talked about this yesterday actually in Discord. And here it's gone 42%. So that's pretty hilarious. Orange Man Good up 37%. HEX, what's it? Heart with Dog, Hog. Heart with Dog. Probably not. That's not a bad name, is it? But that's up 32%. That might be an interesting one to check out if you like the risk play there. Imp there up 26%, up to 95,000. Teddy Bear is up 21%. So we know Moondog will like that one. G Baby in the know is up 20% there. So we've got quite a few movers there. Hey, Hex Diamond on the move too. 20%. Nice to see that. Hoppy up 18%. So we've got quite a few. Mogcoin up 15%. Crow up 15%. Link is another one. So we're talking about this Stake ETH, right? Well, another one there is that Link, right? Chainlink up 14.6% on the 24-hour. Algo up 14.5% on the back of Hex moving as well. Then another one. So Link as well, along with Aave up 14%. So still moving up slightly. These ones looking pretty good. So Pulse Trailer Park over 14% there. So we've got quite a few movers. What else? We got Free Palestine. That's definitely been freed by the IDF. Pulse Puppy there up 13%. Free Soul up 13%. Mogcoin up 12.8%. Loan Token making a bit of a move. Now, obviously, Loan Token, where's all the money? That's what people are asking, right? Where's all the money? Good question. But yeah, are they going to pump any of that money into the chart? I don't know. What do you guys reckon? That'd be pretty good. I mean, 50 million bucks, right? What would it have taken to get liquid loans up? A couple million, maybe. They got pretty expensive salaries, no doubt. But yeah, let's see what happens to that in the future. So there we go. There we are at the moment. We're at 502,000. That's the chart of liquid loans. Not quite a chart you'd expect to see at the moment. Is this underpriced? Is that what's going on here? Let's have a quick look at liquid loans and see some of the metrics to see how that is playing out there. Let's go here. Let's launch the mainnet and check that out. Now, what we got here, we've got 726 billion Pulse locked, 56, almost 60 million US dollars. We've got a collateral ratio is really high now. Look at that, 681%. Staked USDL is 7.55 million. So 86% of the USDL is staked, which means it's only 14% that can move around, and then some of that's probably in LP pools, right? So we got stability pool is earning 23% at the moment. Staked loan is 1.7 trillion. What do we got there? Staked pool APR is 10%, and USDL supply 8.73 million. So those are the numbers at the moment over there on a USDL. USDL peg is below peg, so it's not 0.986. It's been like that for some time, give or take. You know, it moves around. And loan token there. Look at that loan token. It's got a market cap of 1.9 million. Okay, over $50 million was sacrificed, and it's got a market cap of 1.9 million. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Now, is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Normally, this is one of the top protocols in the Pulse chain. Is it going to go? Let me know in the chat there if you guys think this thing's going to move. Yeah, let us know. So that's where we are at the moment at 502,000. Is it going to move? Is it going to be repriced? With the altcoin season, seems like it should do, right? Big lending protocol, liquidity fork. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. No guarantees, right? No guarantees. What else there? That is pretty much a diehard there going pretty well, 12%. 9MM, one of our dexes, our number 2 dex. That's up 12%. Let's see where that is, right? So these ones, are they all lagging? Are they just all lagging? Are they about to go? Or are people focusing on these maker coins, top PRC 20 coins? Are they getting all the love right now? Are the utilities like dexes and lending platforms not getting the love? But will they get the love and reprice? Now, normally that should happen in this market. And so we can, I think, reasonably say it's probably going to happen. But for all of them, question mark there. At the moment, 2 million market cap for 9mm as well. So these are all underpriced. And of course, here we are at 2 million. We've got liquidity of 237. Let's see where this goes at the moment. Currently at 2 cents for 9mm and number 2 DEX. That's where we are. That's where we are. So let's go to 9mm, have a quick look at the volume. $4.6 million in volume going through, 30,000 transactions. We'll see. Compared to 9-inch, 9-inch has got $4.5 million of volume going through today. 4.6 million. Pretty similar, actually, between 9-inch and 9mm at the moment where they're at. So that's pretty interesting. Let's have a quick look at 9-inch and see what the price of that is. Market cap 8.9 million. Well, 9-inch is being valued way higher than 9mm. So does that make 9mm underpriced dramatically? Because it's like, what, 3 times something or so, maybe even 4 times cheaper on that. That seems like a mishmash, doesn't it, on the market cap? So let's see what the market does there. Interesting stuff. So that's pretty much it for the old Pulse chain. PulseX at the moment is doing the bulk of the heavy loading, 74.5 million, and no doubt a lot of that's going through routing through Patias, possibly with some through Portal X and stuff like that. So there we go. Let's have a look here. So that is pretty much it on liquid loans. I didn't even mention to cover that, but that's where we ended. We're going to have a look at some of the top PRC20s though, and look at pMKR and that. Let's see who else has jumped in the chat here. I might open up Discord and just quickly see what people are messaging me. People are messaging me stuff in Discord. Let's see what they're going to say for themselves. Let's have a look here. I've got no messages. I thought you guys are messaging me, but no messages there. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So we've got some of the top here. So here we are on pulsecoinlist.com, one of our best information sites in Pulse Chain. Let's have a look here. It's got some of the top gainers, liquid state. We talked about that already. Some of the worst performers at the moment, Balance and Texan Token. What the heck's happening with those? Look at that. They're down. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, so let's go to pDAI. pDAI at the moment, 2.17 cents. Is it on the breakout? Is it about to happen? It's really tested that little wedge, I guess. You want to look at it. And we're going to check that out. So let's go to that pDAI maker. Let's go pDAI. Let's see where that is at. So the talk of the town, of course. I can't know. Is it like a second hex? I don't know. It's kind of got that. Oh, look, we've got a little chart on here. Look at that little chart. It's definitely broken out of that. It didn't come back and retest. Just went up. And so is it about to lay another foundation here at 2.2 cents and then up and away? Is it going to go to 10 cents? What do you guys reckon? What's the next target for pDAI? Let me know in the chat. It's going to go to 10 cents. It's definitely looking pretty good there. It did get some good support down here at about 1.7 to 1.8 cents. Had good resistance, had good support here, and of course breaking out this wedge thing. And off it goes. Let's have a look at the talk of the town. Of course, is the community public vote. Yeah, does Richard really need this? If you're into the pMKR theory, I don't know. Can he just do it himself? But anyway, we've got a community poll set up, and we appreciate all the work and research that goes into this. But good question, right? Good question. 1 day and 16 hours remaining for the vote. Did you guys vote? Let me know in the chat. I guess you're giving away that you got pMKR. But did you guys vote? Because 1 day and 16 hours to go. And here we go. Proposal to add core Pulse Chain coins as vote collateral. I don't know. Is this vote gonna? We already see that the vote is well in favor of the yes. I don't know. It's 80. What's it? 85%, 86%. Yes, there. You decide. You tell me. Well, we did have this interesting. We have it abstain here. Look at this abstain, 14.2%. That's new. That's brand new. That just came in. What's happening there? I don't know what's happening there. But let's have a look at the 7194 wallet and see what's happened there. Yeah. So they went in and voted. Let's go to is it on mainnet? Let's see there. We had a comment. Here. So they voted with 555.56 pMKR there, and they put a little comment in for the glory and the love. The only thing about this was the love part, right? Was the love part. But hey, in it for the glory. I mean, that sounds like a Richard Hart thing to say, doesn't it? But the love thing. Oh no, little question mark there. In for the glory and the love. What do you guys reckon? So that came in, was it yesterday for the polling? So that was pretty interesting. And what did we see? We got this abstain come in. I'm pretty sure this came in today. This came in 666.67. What's going on here? 555. Now this. Oh, by the way, this 7194 is the sixth biggest wallet of pDAI holder. This one here. It's about 175 million pDAI. Sitting at number 6. Let's go have a look at that. Let's see. Let's have a look here. So we got pDAI. Let's go here. We got that. I'm trying to go to the right token there. We got pDAI. That's sitting there with a lot of pDAI. Let's go jump in here. I'm mucking around, but I'm repeating myself. It's got 155 now. 155 million in there. pDAI. I'm not sure if they moved some, did they? 112. Well, they got lots of activities going on this account, but they're sitting at number 6 yesterday. Let's go to this other vote. This abstaining vote. That's pretty interesting. They got anything on their comments? So this one here. Let's have a look at this one. 14.2% of the vote power. Yeah, the 666 votes. Who's patrolling with that? That's what Brendan's saying. Who's trolling with the 666 vote? I know. What is going on here, man? What is going on here? Mr. Chief New Zealand says RH has always said he just wants to be loved. He has said that. That's true. Mix says great coverage should be in the title. That's funny, man. We got Craig Pittenhouse there. Morning all. Good to see you, Craig. Hope you're doing well. We got Archie, the Don of Dons. Hey, good to see Archie crushing it out there on the old Pulse Mafia game, like a boss, and BNB Mafia too. Let's not forget. Let's see there. Yeah, the Discord link is in the video description. If you want to join Discord, Strategy Club, or just general membership. What else? We've got Dukes of Booze. Cheers, everybody. Good to see you, Duke. What's it? Sponsored by, what's it? Little L or something. Little L? Dot L? I'm trying to, let me know what that is, because I might be missing the point there. Bags are packed, ready for lunch, XX Vader. Yeah, you're working hard, mate, and keep up the good work. Good evening, Token and Directorate Families. Got up to Ben Miller earlier, so that's cool. And lies beneath in there. What is that? What's that little character there? All right, so let's move on. Let's get into it. So have we got any comments from this person? No comments on this one, but interesting. Trolling 666.6 with a big amount of bags, no doubt, of Maker, at least a lot of Maker, relatively speaking. So let's go into, see we've got holding much pDAI. No, not much pDAI, just Maker. Not sure what's going on there. So anyway, we've certainly got the polling is closing in, like we say, in a day and 16 hours. Is that going to do anything for the price? You guys let me know. Let me know what you think. At the moment, pDAI at 2.2 cents. Then we previous high was back here on the 29th. We got up to 3.4 cents on pDAI on that beautiful run. Look at that beautiful run. That is pretty gorgeous run. Look at that thing. If you'd got in as early back here on 16th November, you would have made some mad gains, 600%, so 7x there on the old pDAI. Right, that's enough on pDAI. So TikTok. Let's see what happens in the next day and a half. The other thing, of course, let's go all the way down and look for Maker, pMaker, since we've been talking about pDAI. Let's go down to Maker. Maker at number 27, $79.54. Yeah, boy. That's pretty cool. Up 91% for the week. And this thing's absolutely been rocketing. Maker there. Look at that. It's going to make you rich. The old pMaker. All right, so let's see where we've got. Yeah, this is on the weekly charts. These are weekly candles, just for some simplicity there. 1750%, so an 18.5x returns there inside 91 days, 3 months. So that's all you would have to do. Put a decent amount in there, you would have been up and away. And look at most of that in the last week there, particularly the last 3 weeks on the move there. Let's look at the daily chart. There's the daily there, pMaker going from strength to strength. Now there is, I can't remember how many X's there are to the Maker on Ethereum. It is a long way to go. Like there's massive X's if this reaches parity. pDAI reaches parity to $1. If the pMaker theory works out right, if you get all this collateralization with all the OA bags, everything else, and they do some magic sauce with a lot of these other tokens. Let's go to the executive and have a look at some of those. What do we got here? We've got pMaker in the cheap contract, 239,000 pMaker. In the governing proposal, we've got 46,000. We've got total pDAI 24,359,000,000. The debt ceiling is just slightly higher than that, 25.8 billion, I should say. And of course, in the pMKR liquidities, we've got Compound, Uniswap, Aave, Sushi. So if you're wondering why these have all been dancing the magic beer, these things here have all gone up here because they've got all these pMKRs in there. So interesting stuff ahead there. All right, so let's jump away to pMKR, looking pretty good. Actually, I'm not going to Zen yet. So let's have a look at pMKR. I was up in there, didn't I? 27. Yeah, we looked at pMKR there, looking very, very good. So let's see where that heads to. Now, obviously, some of the other ones that have been doing pretty well, we've talked about also. So let's go into some of those quickly. Obviously, we're looking out for HEX for the next breakout. This is the big one. This is the takeoff, 2.8 cents. That thing is about to go. Let's see what else. Now, HEX on Ethereum dragged up half a penny now. Could get a lot more HEX over there. Interesting idea, right? Not the magic cut ride chain, but the association, of course, the Genesis, the original one, could really do some magic. So it might be worth, if you want to take that line of strategy, could be pretty good. Let's see here. What else? We've got, obviously, liquid staked Ether's doing pretty well. So the Lido, and of course, we've also got Rocket Pool stuff has been doing pretty well over here as on Pulse Chain. Let's see what else there. Now, Texan took a big dump today. Not sure, some big player must have done that, I'm sure. Aave token, yeah, not too bad there as well, $1.11. Let's see, Chainlink up as well. We'll talk about that, 12 cents. So some good movers on some of these top PRC20s and anything associated to the pMKR. Balancer, of course, took a bit of a dive today, 22%. So there might be some opportunity there in the old Balancer contract. Let's see what else. And we've talked about these lending protocols, liquidity forks, DEXs. They seem undervalued, some of them. So maybe there's some worthy of some analysis there on market cap. Might be able to find some real opportunities there to make some mad gains, especially now that we're kind of entering this altcoin season. Now, one of the ones that people missed is probably BitTorrent. Let me know if you picked up BitTorrent and you made on that one. There's another ones that people, wild card moves. Let's see what else. We're scrolling down here at the moment. Like I say, 9mm DEXs. Definitely looks like 9mm undervalued. Have to do a bit more research on that, but based on market cap, definitely looks undervalued compared to 9-inch. Let's see there. That's it. That's it for the moment on the top ones here on Pulse Coin List. Really cool site. Check it out. pulsecoinlist.com. In fact, I might post it in the chat there for some people that are relatively new. You can check that out. Let's see who else has jumped in here. We've got HEX says smash the likes. Definitely do that. And good morning, Superman. Jono's in the house. Good to see you, Jono. Just send it, says HEX What else there we got there? I think that's it. So that is the link there. Pulse Coin List. Nice mix there. Long time we see. All right, so let's jump away from that. Let's get into the next topic. Zen and Moon Party. How about that? Let's do about that. Now, Zen has been moving. Woo! Finally, accumulation phase is over from the looks of it. There's still more inflation coming out, but that is the chart there on the daily. Let's have a look. Let's keep going full mode here. That is the chart. So that's the chart. Forever down coin. You know that forever down coin. Well, it's starting to make a bit of a life. Look at that. It's right at the bottom still. So still relatively cheap. And what's the catalyst? Well, catalyst has been some talk on the town about obviously X1's coming. That is the first fork of Solana. It's going to have all the upgrades, all the bells and whistles, all the latest stuff in crypto on it, and including EigenLayer and DEXs and things like that. So people are pretty excited. But the big thing, of course, was the sneak peek of the XEN Moon Party. Now, that's where Zen will go to die. That's where Zen will go to die because it gets it basically gets put in the auction, burned away, and gone forever. And so people are going to be competing it. I think they're still going to use the credit model, if I'm rightly. We've got burn points in here. So they will be competing in that auction. I'm not sure of the time frame. I'm not even sure if it shows here what the time frame will be for each auction, Moon Party auction. It's got 91 days remaining here, so I'm not sure where they've gone. Previously, it was going to be like a monthly thing, but let's see. And they also talk about daily, but here we are. We've got 91 days remaining, so I'm not exactly sure where they're heading with these Moon Party designs at the moment. They have changed their minds in the past, so we'll see. But anyway, we've got a few little blues clues, fungible tokens, non-fungible token entries. Zen Crypto, of course, fungible token. Liquid amount, your action burn or use, burned amount, user burns, available burns, burn points. So obviously that's the key thing that people will be after. And then an allocation button allocated. Now, obviously, what are you burning your Zen one for, right? Well, X1, the chain, is going to have XN coin, just like pulses for Pulse Chain or Ethers for Ethereum. XN is going to be the coin. There's only going to be 1 billion tokens based on our current understanding tokenomics. So this is going to be pretty huge for the supply sink of Zen, right? So because people are going to go burn away. Swapping this token for the X1 coin. That's pretty much it. Now, there are other ways to get X1 coin. Obviously, people have been mining on Zen blocks. People have been mining on Sol Zen. There's lots of other non-fungible tokens. So how those credits are all going to be allocated, presumably on some sort of market price basis. We'll see what that all ends up being, whether the allocations are still similar to what they used to be. There used to be like 300 million for this, 300 million for that. And, of course, total supply 1 billion. So, yeah, there's a few questions to go. But that was pretty bullish, and the market liked it. And look at the way it's gone here, already up at 6 zeros, 2,000. So it's basically a 2x from where we were, been sort of muddling around the 6 zeros of 1,000. Now at 6 zeros, 2,000, and still super cheap, as you can see in the chart there. Still a long way to go. Market cap 32 million. What do you price in a X1 chain? Obviously, taking into account that not only Zen, but Zen blocks and Sol Zen and other things are going to get credits as well. Is it $1 billion chain minimum? Therefore, can you start pricing this up? Is it still another 3 to 5x or 10x in here at 300 million? You decide. So probably 10x seems reasonable to me, just easy off the bat. And then the upside could be several more 10x's, right? Now, is the chain going to be worth 5 billion, 10 billion? We've seen meme coins like Dodge be worth, 62 billion right now. So how high will this go? First fork of Solana, got a lot of cool things coming. What other things will be there? Will he have VCs? Will he have corporates? Will he have other things in the mix as well? Since he's been in Silicon Valley, we'll see where Jack Levin lands on that. But anyway, pretty bullish little sneak peek there from Sun Tzu, Jack Levin's right-hand man, and 56,000 views on that. Can you believe it? So some pretty heavyweight stuff. I mean, it's kind of up there with the amount of views that Richard gets on some of his posts. So pretty interesting stuff there. So that is Zen in X1. Some of the magic happening there. If you want to find out more, get into our strategy club. Links in the video description. We'll be updating on that, of course. Let's see what else we got. We got a couple other comments in here. We got Volt in the house there, HEX up and up, but it feels like slow motion. Slow motion and then fast, right? Slow motion and then all at once. That's probably the way I put it. I remember 2 cents, 4 cents, 8 cents could have sold on a double, or anyway, slow and steady this time, maybe bet. Yeah. Just keep a look out on that chart. You know what to do. Round two. PZen as well. Yeah, PZen, low liquidity, 13K yesterday on PZen. I'm not sure if it's made a bigger gain today, but definitely a lot of upside for PZen. Definitely one of the 4 to 5 top chains out of like maybe the top 12 chains or 13 chains that there are. So definitely a big backer of PZen. What else there? Wookie is on the course. What do you mean, golf course? I guess you mean golf course there. All right, so that is that on that. Shall we bring in some of the news here? And I wanted to post this about Bitcoin before we go. So let's play this at the beginning. But even if you don't believe that we've got the perfect lineup, even heads of state now are talking about that Bitcoin is inevitable. So let's have a quick look at the Russian President Putin on Bitcoin.
Кто может запретить? Никто. А использование других электронных средств расчета. Кто может запретить? Никто, потому что это новые технологии. И чего бы ни было, чего бы ни происходило с долларом, эти инструменты так или иначе будут развиваться, потому что все будут стремиться к тому, чтобы снижать издержки и повышать надежность.
So as you can see, as far as field as Russia, Bitcoin is kind of an airball now, and everyone's getting on board. Sovereign states, corporates, everybody. We are in for some fun time in 2025 for Bitcoin and altcoin season. It's going to be pretty crazy. Brennan says, I think he means third course meal. Yeah, probably. That's funny, man. Francia in the house there. Jesus, hello. Good to see you, Francia, as always. Loving those glasses. Look at those bling glasses. Looking pretty good. Summer is here, although you're probably up in winter. Is it up in winter there? Not sure. All right, let's get into it. We're going to get back into, let me just get rid of some of these things, and we're going to get into Titan X, because that's our next, right? Shogun. We're going to talk about Shogun. Master Shogun. Have you seen the TV series? The old one and the new one? They're both great. Really well done on the new one there. And they're going to do a second season, apparently. Lots of love there from Francia and Hi Superman. A big hi to you. All right, so let's get into it. Let's bring in the Shogun. Shogun. I very got a Shogun. Kill them all. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go. Shogun. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Right. All right, so top performer. Obviously, Titan X has been on a pullback. So, people are leaving. But the fundamentals are getting better. Price go down, but fundamental go up. The chance to get in on really good deals right now is fantastic. The deflation is going incredibly well. Trillions and trillions of Titan X are disappearing, it's pretty bullish once you get in that turning point, right? Now, some of the things I want to talk about is Shogun first of all before we get into everything else. But Shogun has got a lot of LP pools. Now, I haven't got them all up because I can't seem to get them from Deck Screener, but I've got a lot of them. I got 19, but there's probably about 25 or more, so maybe 26 even. I got 19 of them here at the moment, so I underrepresenting them. But what we're seeing is that the LP is going up and away. So a couple of hours back, the liquidity was up at 1.3 million after 6.5 days. The liquidity is going up every day, which is fantastic. What that means is that the bots activities, we're assuming 60%, which is the number Jake Sharp uses, then the fees that are being earned and being reallocated into the system just from the bots, not from users or investors, but just from the bots are just funding this thing. So this is really frontier of DeFi, right? This is leveraging off what the dude created with Element 280. So it is really clever, and then matching the perpetual auctions from what Stevie D did with Vault and all the pillars. It is really hitting the secret spot there, doing some good stuff. So we've got Shogun there. Titan X is liquidity 571,000. Shogun X28 583,000. All up, as I understand it, probably well in excess of 1.3 million, and it goes up every day. Which is to be expected with Shogun inflation. So let's have a quick look at the Shogun price versus Titan X. You can see that we've got something different happening here with the chart. So we're obviously on day 7 now. This is the hourly candles. You can see obviously we came down. We're getting these little dumps after the end of the auction, right? So these little dumps, we're getting these at around 6 o'clock there. I think it was 6, around 6. They were getting dumped. But look how it's flattened out. In fact, this day, people got a really good deal in the auction, a 13.3% positive yield, whereas this day they got 6%, something like that, I think it was. And so we've seen a flattening out on the Shogun curve. Very interesting, right? This is the turning points you want to look at, and look what's happened since. We've rallied all the way from 6,000, so 600th of a penny. Well, let's say, put it this way, 6/10 of a penny, all the way up. We got up to 8200th of a penny. Really nice move there. Just taking a little bit of profit in the last 2 hours, but man, this is looking good, and we've still got quite a few hours to go before the Shogun finishes, right? So still got 5 hours there. So pretty cool. So that's one of the really interesting insights there. At the moment, the yield is at 35%. The price is a lot higher, right? So high yield, and therefore, what do we get? More X28 or more Titan X in there. So 948, so basically 950 billion has gone in here, X28 so far. So this is going fantastic. It's just going really amazing. So pretty good. The other thing to look at, the stats is looking good there. So we've got 600 million out so far, right? We're going to have 5 hours time. We're going to have 700 million out. Remember, it's a 20-day auction, 100 million a day. We have 485 million out of 600. Now, almost 70 millions in the war chest. We got burning there, 24.4. This is going up faster, by the way, this burning number. This is the one I've really been keen on. Besides the war chest, really keen on this buy and burn, how that's operating with all those bots operating, right? And with the LP going up. So really cool there. The war tax is going up. But what we're seeing here, this buy and burn, see this number? 4.17. It's going up every day. It's going up every day, not down. It's going up every day. So something is really working well there with the allocation. So pretty exciting that number has been, I've been tracking that one. That has been going very good indeed. Obviously, everything else is going up as well, war chest and everything else. Let's quickly go to the light paper, just to give you a context of what's happening there. So let's go down here, this war tax. So 8%. So if we've got 60% of that volume being bots, they've got 8% transfer tax on buy, sales, or transfers with Shogun that gets used. So 8% of that Shogun from the war tax is being used for liquidity. So liquidity is going up. 28% of Shogun from the war tax gets burned forever. So you're wondering why. You know, a big contributor to this lower amount is not only because it's going to war chest and stuff, but because it's getting burned forever. So fantastic, 28%. And we're only on day 6, into day 7. The other one is Shogun. 64% of Shogun is from the war tax port gets sent to the war chest. And so what we're seeing this war chest is getting bigger and bigger as well. Pretty fantastic. Now, this doesn't include the buy and burn. So we've got, that's different from the buy and burn. We've got the buy and burn operating. That's going up all the time. We're almost at 1.1 trillion here on the buy X28. And we're almost heading towards 1.1 trillion with the Shogun buy and burn as well. So these two powerful tokenomics are playing out very nicely indeed. And the chart, I believe, is starting to show that with the auction yield. Yeah, fun things ahead here. So it's going to be really interesting so far. Now, obviously, we're having an impact on the Titanx liquidity as well. Obviously, Titanx goes through X28 to get in there. But look at this. State is at 14.3 trillion. And that has slowed down. So it's pretty much not moved much. We had an initial amount there. We're up at over 21 million. We're down 21 trillion. We're now at 14.3 trillion there. So that's come down, but it has slowed down as I suspected it would. And we've got the liquidity there now at 66.5. So that's definitely gone down from yesterday as well. I haven't got the numbers on me, but that's gone down. Not as aggressive as we've seen, but still going down very well. But as you can see, the Shogun there is looking very good. Now, total liquid X28 used 3.325 trillion. Total Titanx staked and liquid used 6.9 trillion almost. So we're already, what's that, 9, 10, 10. We're already at 10.1, 10, heading towards 10.2 trillion through here. So pretty exciting results here. And the auction here is starting to lift, which means it's going to draw in more Titanx here by the end of the day. We've still got 5 hours to go. How high will this price get? It's going to be pretty interesting. So some really cool insights there around Shogun. Obviously, Shogun X28 performing as well. Remember that tax is happening on all the Shogun peers. And so the more block activity, the more LP, the better, the more that's being earned and more self-fulfilling the bullishness for the project happens here. So there we are at the moment, or just under 88/100th of a penny for X28 Shogun. We're getting a lot of bot activity between those two peers in particular as well. Now, the other thing that we're seeing, of course, is this other liquidity for some of these other peers, Inferno, Shogun, Dragon X, Vault. They're starting to thicken up, so they're slowly getting bigger every day as well. So they're also contributing to activity. So we've got 33. These all moved over 30,000 now for these particular 3 peers here. So keep a lookout for that too, because they're going to only get bigger and bigger. What could we get by the time we get to day 15 to 20? Well, we could probably be well over 3 million LP. And imagine the 8% fees on all that. So, and with 60% bot activity, things really start ramping up big time there as we get more of that inflation out. So far, so good. Looking pretty cool. Obviously, a pretty good price. Looks like we may have bottomed out now for this Titanx bear move. Ready for that wave 3. We're all expecting the wave 3 for Titanx. So let's go back to Titanx. And let's quickly look at Titanx at the moment. Obviously, this is the entry point. We can see here on the chart. Let's go. We've got a bit of a gain at the moment, 7% gain today. But this is the chart where we're at the moment. So that's what we had. We've had our wave 1, wave 2. Wave 3 would typically be 60% bigger than this wave 1. So we could potentially get all the way up to 4 zeros. We could actually potentially lose a 0. 4 zeros 1. We're currently at 6 zeros, 6,200. So that is the big move. We do a big strong wave 3. Don't forget we've got all these fundamentals in play. We've got Ouroboros lending, the deflation happening pretty aggressively through Shogun, and a lot of other projects launching as well. So It's going to be fun to see how high we go. If we just take the Fibonacci's, then we got the price at 5.0, so we lose a 0, 2,500, maybe to 5,400 at a 3.618 Fibonacci. So those are two different methods trying to work out where this price might go on the next move after we've had this retrace and consolidation happening. Definitely getting good support around the 6,000 mark here on Titanex, ready for that next move. All right, so that is kind of cool. That is where Titanex is at, and the supply has definitely been going down. Remember, on this Titanex, we started at 71.5 trillion. We're now at 66.5. So it gives you a good idea there. Down 5 trillion basically inside 7 days. Not bad metrics, as well as down about almost 5 trillion on the state as well. So down on liquid, down on state, pretty huge, about 10 trillion there, give or take. So let's look at some of these others. Let's have a look at the rest of the performers at the moment. Best performer at the moment, Shogun X28. Scale is doing pretty well, up 30%. Element 280 up 13% there. There was a good live stream earlier today with the dude. If you haven't checked it out, check that out. Lotus up 13%. There. Turbo making a bit of a move, 11.7%. Had a slow start because Dex Screener wasn't pulling through the numbers, but it looks like it's picked its pace up now. X28 obviously doing pretty well. And if we look at X28, we got a 1-to-1 parity with Titanex. So they're basically the same, right? X28 is just the multi-chain version there. Viper up 6% at the moment. Volt making a bit of a pushback up 5%. And let's have a quick look at some of the Volt metrics there. Obviously, Volt for the Volt Vision. Let's have a look at the supply. We're down just below 691 million at the moment. So we're at 34.22% of volts being burned, and we've got 16.5 million in the volt balance. They'll probably pick up with Turbo doing a bit better, and of course more pillars coming along the line. That more pillars there are, more that feeds the volt. Ultimately, then the wheel comes and feeds all the pillars. It's kind of the idea there. And looks like the wheel's going to be probably deferred to early January, is my guess, along with volt staking in January as well, thunder staking. And maybe we might see some other utilities as well. So that's kind of the play there on volts. Let's have a look here. DragonX. Now we've seen Eric has not been well again. Hope he's getting better there. We'll definitely put him in my prayers. But DragonX there at the moment up to 3.7%. Big things to come for DragonX from Eric. He is bringing really incredible utility. And I think this is a big reason we've seen Stevie D move from ROI protocol gaming to utility as well. We're definitely seeing Eric move there, and a lot Titan Farms. Wow, Titan Farms, DragonX. Wow, and these things are out really incredible performance. So looking forward to that. Flux there, we got the Death Star and other projects. So looking forward to where DragonX is heading there. Flux up 3% there. Hyper up 2.8%. Now, as you guys know, Hyper is going to be used for Turbo. Hyper is also going to be used for the Matrix from Mike Dean. Like, super excited about where that's heading. That's going to be pretty bullish. They're going to be able to take Titanex or Ethereum in through that protocol for Matrix. That's going to benefit Hyper as well. Hyper, of course, coming up to peak minting. That's in probably just a couple of days. So on the profile of Hyper. So looking forward to see maybe some big move in the Hyper price. So there we go. There's a few little tidbits there. Get into our strategy club for more. Inferno, of course, has got the GOAT X. Is it launching? GOAT X for Inferno. Over 50% burned on that. What's it? 55, 56% burned. So that is up 2.2%. That could make a real big move too on GOAT X protocol. Also, Tink Farm sitting at 45 cents, up 1.2%. Everything else is down slightly. The big mover down today is Eden, down 21%. Made a bit of a comeback in the last 6 hours, up 20% there. And of course, Hydra looking for peak minting there, probably mid-December. So probably still got another 10 days to go for Hydra there. That is down 7%. So once it gets past that, what's going to happen to Hyper and Hydra, the two leverage plays with their peak minting coming out? That's going to be fun to see that. And then, of course, protocols being built on top of them. This whole thing could really start to run away, right? It will start to run away. So that's kind of the play on that one. With that, let's see. Was that all I was going to say about this? Yeah, I think that was all I was going to say. That is pretty much Titanex Shogun looking very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at some other comments here. We got Titanex Burn is on fire. I know it is absolutely doing incredible numbers there. And so is the LP for Shogun. Those are two very bullish signs. And that buy and burn percentage over 4.17%. And it's going to keep going up in the next 5 hours until we get another ending auction, and then I'm sure it's going to go up every day as the LP just keeps outrunning it. Yeah, it could be the golden, really getting towards that golden crypto tokenomics. Really is pretty crazy. So fun to see that. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. That is pretty much where we're at. 1 hour on the live stream. Good place to finish. Everything is looking pretty good, isn't it? We've got lots of cool narratives playing out there. It was really cool. Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoin season, stock market, Trump coming, freedom, prosperity, safety, security, all the things that we want. Getting rid of liberals and progressives out of power. Man, goodness, are they nightmares or what? They're just destroying the West. Fingers crossed we can reverse all of that under the Trump era. And of course, what else? We got a pulse chain looking incredible. pMKR theory plays out. Man, we could see tens of billions of dollars instantly created, at least not instantly, but in a very short space of time, created on the old pulse chain. We could see some mind-blowing numbers on the pulse chain. And challenging some of the biggest chains on the planet is for value. Could be pretty awesome. The other thing, of course, is Titan X on the frontier of hyperdeflationary tokenomics. It's going to be fun to see where that lands as well. So far, so good. We're really covering some of the best stuff in crypto and DeFi. It's a place to be. Not just meme coins and pumpaliciousness, but actually really good frontier tokenomics. It is fantastic. Some smart people making some smart plays. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, I'll see you in Discord. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Probably in 2 days' time is probably why I'm looking there. All right. Take care, and bye for now. Yeah, let's go big screen there. All right. Enjoy your day. See you. Last minute says take care all. Yeah, that's a good way to finish. Bye for now. Me say goodbye. Me say bye to you from Shogun. Me say go Shogun, goodbye to you. All right, let me rug myself before I get rugged. I was going to play some Richard there. Let's play this one here. All right, take care. Bye for now.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.